Welcome back, everyone. Woo! Are you ready for September? It's a hard one, isn't it? September's a hard one to transition into, I think. I really struggled. Last weekend I was in such a strop because I just didn't really want it to end. Wasn't ready because I think in England anyway we had a very late summer. And if you're in autumn and you're going into winter, where you're kind of in there, and then if you're in winter, you're so excited about spring. Anyway, welcome back. I've missed you all. Thank you so much for everyone who messaged me saying, when are you coming back? Miss you. I mean, literally, I can't even believe you even think about me in the summer. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm so excited to kick back into action and show you how proud I am of my first ever brush collection. Here they are. I want to say here she is, but there's 12 of them. This is a brilliant collaboration that I was very kindly asked to do by a wonderful man called Otis Batterbee. And I'm sure you know him and familiar with him because I've used his brushes. He was a bit of a hit sensation actually, because Gwyneth Paltrow found some of his brushes, loved them, and they ended up on Goop and they just kind of went viral. So he's really big in America. I'm sure if any of my followers are American, they may be familiar with him. Anyway, he asked me, he's a product designer, and he asked me to collaborate with him, and I did. It was about a year, actually. We started talking about this a year ago, and I'm so delighted that it comes in this really gorgeous, very touchy, soft vegan case. And I wanted to put it in a case, not just a tube, because tubes have been done. And there's only 12 brushes, and I say that, but most brush collections have a lot of brushes. But this is 12 multitasking brushes that you can use in any which way you want. But I will show you over the next few months how to use them. I pretty much probably use them all the time. Of course, there's other brushes as a makeup artist that you might want. But I think as a consumer who loves to put on makeup, we hope we've created something very beautiful, very practical, and just something to enhance that kind of like makeup experience just because of the colours and everything. So the pouch is wonderful because it's really luxurious zip. Obviously it's sage inside, and there's some lovely green colours in here, obviously, but it's all washable, and it's got these 3 air holes here, which make sure that, especially as a makeup artist, if you are using your brushes and then you put them away after a shoot and take home and clean them, then you've got this, so it works very well for me. But also I kind of wanted some a bag that was big enough to then maybe pop in your eyelash curlers, or maybe a bit of dermaplaning. Where's my dermaplaner? You know, whatever tools, some contact lenses, whatever you wanted, but you could still zip it all up. So that was kind of separate, and it's all washable. So I really love the case. So let me introduce you to my beautiful ladies. There are 12 of them, and here they are. These are probably the most used brushes. Well, when we first started chatting, oops, 1 second. When we first started chatting, I just kept a real beady eye on like what brushes I was using all the time. And then I've just given my own little twist and shape on the brushes to kind of make them my own. And for instance, this brush, still getting used to the numbers, forgive me. It's the number 1 brush, shouldn't really forget that, should I? This is the shape of a brush that I actually bought. It's one of my first ever brushes that I got it from an art shop in Godalming where I grew up. I even remember they had very long wooden stems which I would cut down and file and put some tape on the end. So not dissimilar to my little sage edging here. I'm not doing a proper kind of like QVC brush show, am I? I need to be showing them off more, but anyway, you get the gist. So there's lots of little stories with each little brush, and as I go through them, I will tell you the brushes, but I don't want to make it a big kind of like brushy thing, because that's just not me. I don't like selling stuff. In fact, I feel really nervous about this whole thing, but actually I'm very proud, and I've got to get that right in my head and stop being a baby and grow up and just be like really happy about my brushes. So let's start makeup application. Like I said, over the next few months, I'll be using them. And so you'll be able to see whether this is something that you would like to implement. I just wanted to create brushes that helped makeup to be easy. Right, there's loads of things I've got to chat about. Oh gosh, I've got pages of things that we're going to be doing up until Christmas, which I'm really pleased about. And just to kind of let you into the gossip of makeup world, I think that's what it is. You seem to like my chat. So I'm just going to go in straight away with this product from Tropic, which is an amazing brand and has such a huge following. If you don't know about the story about the founder of Tropic, it's a really beautiful story, which I won't go into now. I can do a whole thing on them if you want me to. But I was testing this product. And when I first put it on, I really wasn't that impressed. But as this product wore throughout the day, it stayed exactly as I applied it. And I was really impressed with it. So this is a really lovely natural enhancing tint, which I'm going to be applying with my #1 brush. Now, as a makeup artist, I use this type of brush when I'm applying makeup to someone, because for me, I have sort of 5 or 6 different formulations within my kit. And if I'm working with someone who I've never worked with before, I need to see, like this, I need to see how the makeup reacts on their face. And I know that might sound like a bit of an odd thing to say, but sometimes you'll put a makeup on someone and it just looks so heavy because maybe their skin's a little bit dry. Or you'll put something on like a tint like this and it just doesn't do anything to enhance their skin. So this kind of brush is, you know, a really good, like sort of basic, like DIY brush that is really good for getting the product on and allowing the product to do exactly what it says on the bottle that it does, rather than all the product getting lost and wasted within a big brush. So much product wastage in brushes. I have to tell you, it's free delivery and they deliver all around the world. That was one of the things that was really important when I spoke to Otis, because I know that, you know, it's really annoying with brands like Beauty Pie and the box that I did. You just want, or I want everyone on my channel to be able to receive what I'm talking about. So there you go. And also you get a free makeup sponge from the man himself that comes with the brushes. So that's rather a nice gift. Thank you very much, Otis. So how lovely is this? Really, I've just put it on so sort of smash happy, but it's a really, and it feels really sumptuous on the skin. It feels super hydrating. Now, you may have noticed that I didn't put too much around my nose or around my mouth. That's because my skin around my mouth especially is really irregular. And if you're using a product that kind of bounces a lot of light off your skin, it just enhances the irregularity or fine lines of your face. So around my nose, just around there, I'm kind of really actually wanting to spread this all over my face at the moment because it just works so well. Right, let us go in. Well, we've got something very exciting as well. You can tell I'm pumped. I haven't spoken about makeup for so long. Lisa Eldridge has a brand new eyeshadow palette and it's available today. Oh, look at this. Gorgeous warm tones, sculpting tones, and this shot of kind of cool metallic, which gives this lovely kind of dew to the skin. Thank you, Lisa. I'm going to use my brushes to apply it. But I wanted to show you a nice little way of trying to see what kind of works with your colour palette. So I haven't even put my concealer on yet. I'm in a tears, so excited, I'm not thinking properly. But if that's your eyeshadow palette that you want to use, maybe hold some blushes up. These are the nude stick ones. I was actually going to go for a bright pink cheek. I felt like that today, but that's not going to go with the eye. It's way too contrasting and just will look messy. So I'm going to go with something that's a little bit warmer. This is probably a little bit too cool. Oh no, maybe it's good. There's more here. These are great, these nude stick cream blushes, by the way. Yes, I'm going to go for the top one. And that helps me, actually, when I'm at work, because I've normally got a very large table of makeup and everything's sprawled out, and you may have something that the artist you're working on is wearing, and then you go, oh, that will work really well. It's just kind of like putting all those colours together. Anyway, before that, let's go to concealer and go back to the brushes. So Refi is a really lovely product that I've been really enjoying using over the summer, simply because it spreads quite a long way. I literally just need that, okay? I'm now going to introduce you to my Snuggly concealer brush. This is number 3. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Look at that. Now this is great because it's got a beautiful sharp edge and this is really firm. So when you place the brush over the product, it just softly diffuses it, but it doesn't remove it, but it gives it this lovely kind of delicate finish. And I just love the fact that I can get right in that crevice and into my eyes there if I so wish. And it just feels like one of those things, like a comforter. That's what it feels like. Really, really lovely brush. As I said, these are all multi-purpose brushes. I'm just going to use that there. You will decide what you want, but this is a really lovely way to apply blush, cream blush, and concealer, because it doesn't swallow up the product. And there we are. So I'm going to actually carry on and go straight in with the blush shade. Let me just see what colour this is now for you guys. This is 4F1. So the same brush going straight in. It's a really lovely warm colour. Now you'll notice that all my brushes are tiny weeny, really small. In fact, this is the biggest brush I've got in the collection. Okay, just put it on my face just for understanding the size, because I think, as I've been doing this for so many years now, for 7, 8 years, I think you'll probably be well taught that small brushes allow a small amount of product to be applied to the face, giving detail and shape to your makeup. And so many brushes are so big, like the sort of big, I mean, I know there's many more brushes you can buy now on the market, but back in the day, a lot of them were very big, and the kind of ones that you might get in a supermarket or drugstore tend to be bigger. And you just need little ones because you're little artists, you're face painters, and you don't want just to put a load of colour of your face. Now this is just giving a little bit of dimension and warmth to my face, right? Without it looking coloured in. See, and that just gives a lovely kind of soft contour to my face. Very, very, very soft. Now my number 6 is the Wonder Brush. This will be the brush that I polish makeup with, apply powder blusher with, apply powder with, soften my eyes with. I will have about 10 of these till doing one makeup. Got my little Dinky by Terry Powder, which I literally haven't stopped using. I should do like my summer makeup, like what I've been using all the time. I've been very basic. I do like that about summer, but just with like bits of colour here and there. This is just going to mattify that area, just leaving this juicy and lovely. I'm going to keep it super fresh. I don't want it to be too fussy, this makeup. But this brush just perfects everything. Of course, you can go in and apply a little bit more blush, contour, whatever. And also just, because I'm going to do a little bit of, oh, I haven't done the concealer yet, have I? I was thinking that doesn't look right. I was going to put the powder over my eyelids and set it, but no. So keeping it fresh, let's go with a little bit of Nude Erborian. Again, this product, I'm going to place it there and place it there. So another one of my brushes, number 9, it's got this really beautiful point to it. Okay, now this is also great for doing the socket line, but it's also great if you just want a little bit of concealer, not as much and as covering as detailed surface area as the other concealer brush or brush that I used to apply concealer. This is great, just knocking some light into this area, and it's softer and it's fluffier. So that's perfect for using when you want more of a delicate, soft approach. And this product is much softer and much lighter. So if you were to go in with a heavy brush, forget it, you've wasted your time because you've removed it. Take that over there. See, just such a lovely shot of light. And that's all you need. The brushes are very, very delicate. They're all vegan brushes. They're handcrafted. We also have this great thing called One Brush, Two Lives. So any brushes that you buy from Otis that you don't want anymore, he will recycle them. You just send them back, he will recycle them, and they separate all the different components of the brush, and they go to the different recycling places, which is wonderful. So you know your makeup brush isn't just going to waste. I love that. Right, so let's go back. Let's gather my thoughts and let's go back with a little bit of powder before we apply Lisa's new eyeshadow. And she's got some other beautiful cream ones as well, but couldn't fit everything in the video today. Lots more to come. Right, so I'm going to be using a mixture of these two colours. Actually, all the top three I'm going to use today. I'm going to start and show you how easy it is to define the socket and compact it with my eyeshadow brush. So my eyeshadow brush is number 8, and this is a classic flat, firm pigment brush, okay? So I'm going to use the middle shade. I'm going to put it on both sides of the brush. It's not particularly tapered because a brush like this is used to compact colour and blend colour out. Now I'm going to apply this it's so soft and buttery. So soft and buttery. Oh, it's so nice to apply. And the brushes are so soft. Like there's no tickly, scratchy, itchy feel. These are just lovely, as I'm sure you would expect, and I'm hoping that you will enjoy. There we go. So soft. So you're just placing that colour. Doesn't have to be perfect, like so. Then you take the number 7 and then you just blend that colour all the way up to the brow. So you're just giving this area that sort of, 10% of colour that you've got from your lid. So it doesn't look too white and too stark, right? And that makes all the difference. Again, so you see how it's bending? It's just super, super soft. Now we're going to go in with the number 10. Now this is a really pointed, firm brush. Really great for applying colour and light just in the inner corner, and really great at helping you define your socket. So what you need to do is I'm going to take the darkest shade, backwards and forwards, so you really roll it into the pigment. That's how it should be. And roll again on your hand if you're not sure. Then tip your chin back and just take the light colour right very delicately with a point, and you want to enhance your natural socket, just bringing it through. See how easy that is? Very, very soft. Building that round. So it's almost like a pen, it's almost like a marker, and you're just creating that lovely socket. And not many brushes allow you to do that. Some of them are just too thick and heavy, but this will just give you that very gentle socket. Let's start here again. So I'm following the natural crease in my eye. I'm just delicately defining it, defining the natural shape in my face that I have to bring out the best in my natural features. Love that. Back in with the number 7. Oh, it's so nice. It's so subtle, but doesn't it make a difference? Oh, I love this. So comforting. Right, now let's go in with this beautiful wash. Now I'm thinking that I'm going to either do one of two things. I might just apply it just to the top part of my lid, but I'm thinking instinctively that I'm actually going to bring this much heavier, much more solid, to kind of create this like expensive sort of pewtery finish. And this works really well with a white shirt. So I've got the definition of the gorgeous browns, but I've got that definition. And then if you want to, you can just go back and just enhance that socket if you've got a little bit of the metallic on that, which you don't want. Fabulous. Right, the mascara that I have loved and loved and loved throughout the whole summer is the Maybelline Sky High. I need to get a new one actually. It's just brilliant. The brush is fantastic. It lifts and loads the lashes. Oh, that's 10. It kind of bends when you put the mascara on, but it doesn't coat the lashes too much. But it just lifts them, so it doesn't weigh them down. And the best thing, because I've got always quite a lot of skincare on my face, it just doesn't budge. And for the price, it's amazing. So if you're in the market for a new one, I'd try this. And if you do, please let me know. Gorgeous. There we go. Can't use any brushes for that. Right, so now I'm going to introduce you to my number 12 brush. So she's like a baby version of the first foundation brush I showed you. And she's amazing at putting eyeliner in the middle of your waterline, doing a really great wing by pressing, or creating a really nice lip line. So I love this product. I really love the Revolution matte lipsticks. They're so nice. And look, so you use the point of the lip brush and it goes straight on. So there's no beveled edge, which means you get lots of product on the lip brush. It's always hard to talk when you're putting lipstick on. But it creates a beautiful line, but it's soft and blurry because it is a lipstick. See? It's just the amount of lipstick that you can get on the brush. And if I had a really beautiful Cupid's bow, I could just go stamp, stamp. At work, I'll just go, there you are, there you are. But for me, my lip isn't perfect, so I don't want to do that. But for underneath, it's great. Now, if I wanted to add a little bit of depth to my lip liner. So if I wanted to add a little bit of depth with a bit of lip liner, I could just do that on the side, as you would do. Trying to work it just on the outside edges, not to the front, because then this kind of graduates it. And kind of creates that fullness, right? Mush it together and then just dab over. Another little sort of very subtle effect to really kind of va-va-voom your lips. And there we go. I think I've talked enough now, don't you? Very happy with my brushes. If you do decide to treat yourself, I hope you enjoy them too. And I look forward to seeing you next week. I think if we can manage it and I can edit it quickly enough, hopefully it should be the return of my mum. I don't know. It will be in September, I promise. Okay, I hope you are all well and have a good week. Lots of love. Bye.